And welcome to the KB Studio Creation Show.
Hi, FlossTube. It's Karen of KB Studio Creations and Jason.
Oh, sure. I won't introduce myself. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Thank you for coming back to watch us. And if you're new, thank you for watching us as well.
Sorry for that introduction. I'm just in a weird mood today.
I think we both are, but
I blame it on the rain.
So yeah, our lighting's not the greatest today because of the rain, but it's been a few weeks, so we're recording, and we appreciate you watching us and joining us in our little corner of FlossTube.
I love how I was just like, we need to have energy and stuff, and now I'm like, oh. So yeah, sorry. Okay, so
I'm gonna start with FFOs. So
say something, but okay.
This one was actually a start, everything today.
It was a start, a finish, and an FFO. Look at the beauty of it. It's so pretty.
I got this as part of a Biscornu swap. Some person sent it to me with it, and it's called, I don't know if you can see that, Sketch by Uli.
Maybe if I do it this way. Yeah, you can see it better that way.
And so they sent me this orange floss to use, but I didn't want to use orange. I used just some floss left over from a kit and stuff.
Oh wait, so this whole thing would be orange if you had used it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, poo. That's not good. But anyway, yeah.
So I just used some from a old kit. I didn't stitch the entire part of the pattern from the kit, so I had lots of extra floss. So this is just going to be a notebook that I keep by my bed for cross-stitch ideas and things like that. I have like an old church bulletin that I've been writing it on, but this I think will be a lot better to just have by my bed to write down ideas.
So this was stitched on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. We'll say 2 count cardboard, and it was finished, and it was stitched with, what was it, DMC?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it was stitched with DMC floss, and it for the finishing, she just took some some tacky glue, and glued the inside front cover. So then, like, when you open it, you won't see all the threads, and hopefully the threads won't come undone. Mm-hmm. So that's how that was done. In case you want to replicate it. I don't know.
So I've been meaning to do that. I meant to start it during Stitchmaynia, but then I had other starts, and I just didn't do it. And so I just was in a depressed mood this morning and decided to do something to accomplish something.
And it got you motivated and got you a lot of...
I got some more stuff done today.
Yes. Oh, that's pretty. Like, that looks really good. If I didn't know to be looking for it, I wouldn't be able to see it.
So he's talking about this next thing. It's a pillow finish.
Next FFO.
So this is a finish and an FFO. I finally have finished this. So these are my black cat sitting on jack-o'-lanterns, and the patterns are available in my Etsy shop. And this is on 14 count cobweb Ada from Stitch Modern. And I started stitching this after I released the pattern because I saw this fabric and I was like, I want to stitch them all together because they're bookmarks.
And it looks so cute.
So I'm going to add this to the combo pattern where it's got them all together as opposed to just having them as separate bookmarks.
Seriously though, I think the regular cat should have been in the middle. But
I like the white one in the middle.
I mean, it works because you have like white, black, 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 black. That makes sense. If I were doing it, I would have stitched the plain cat in the middle. So the costumes would have been on both sides.
Anyways.
But you can buy it in Karen's Etsy shop and do it however you want. And then tag us on Instagram or whatever and let us know how you do it. Well, tag Karen. Karen will show me. That's what happens, is Karen shows me.
So I was playing with some fabrics, and Jason helped me pick out these fabrics and the idea of having the corners be separate. And
this was so much fun. Oh gosh. So we have all these threads, strips of fabric that were given to us by her mom. And so she was trying to figure out what to do. And I was like, oh, what if we just take these like golden embossed leaves and make them into the corners? And she did it so beautifully. It looks wonderful. And then this back fabric.
And so what he was talking about is I did it the kind where you leave the opening in the back rather than the bottom to stuff it. And so I don't know if you can see my stitches, probably not, but
that's the point, is not to see them.
They're not super neat, but it doesn't matter.
Because this is the back, and this is a show pillow. So I think that this looks very beautiful, but I'm biased.
I think I'm really happy with how it turned out, so.
I love the idea of the back. So whoever did this eons and eons ago this idea of doing the back pouch hole to stuff it with, it's wonderful. Especially, I think it's great for these like showpiece pillows, because then like the front is all professional looking. Mm-hmm. The back is supposed to be up against something at all times anyway. But this is so pretty. I love it. I can't get over it. It looks so good. For the record, it wasn't stuffed and finished until I got home right before we recorded this, which is why I'm gushing over it so much.
Yeah, I
love it.
I had done the outside yesterday, but I fizzled out and I didn't get it stuffed till today. So
it looks wonderful. I love it.
Turned on some FlossTube and stuffed it this afternoon.
Oop. I'm patting it and it shakes everything.
And then I did another FFO while he was away. I started working on it yesterday, but I finished it today.
I'm going to take it off the dowel. That dowel's just, I don't want to hit anybody with it.
So.
I'll put it on the dowel.
So.
The dowel's not cut, and this is why I don't want to put it in the video. I'm afraid I'm going to hit her or myself.
So it's not fully finished in the sense that the dowel's not done.
Well, this, like, the stitch is fully finished. Fully finished? I can English. All that energy, right? Just what I was saying.
So, this is the Halloween cat portrait by Pixel Parade. And it's just on some 14 count Aida that I hand dyed. And so I finished stitching this last year, and now I finally fully finished it. And I used Caterpillar CrossStitch's tutorial to help me stitch this or create the wall hanging. So if you show the back, yeah. I just kind of sewed it up. I wasn't being too careful with sewing the back up, but no one's going to see the back once again, so it'll work. But
I love it. I love how this just hangs and it looks like a complete thing. And also, I feel somewhat not in charge. What's the word? Involved in this, even though I didn't do anything. Karen asked me what I thought about how it should be finished, like how close it should be. And I really like how it turned out, because I told her, like, get it really tight in on the sides and leave space on the top and bottom. And I feel it looks really good with this mirror image. Portrait image. How it's got this oval, and I feel like this draws it more. I like it. She did a great job.
And if you like this and you're more a dog person, she also has a dog pattern, a dog Halloween portrait. So it's really fun stitch, and I really like it. And I'm glad to have it now fully finished so I can have it out for this Halloween season.
I just need to cut the dowel now.
Yeah, and then we need to figure out if we want to try to get some of those end things you put on, and then see if...
They didn't have any good ones at Lowe's last time I went. I mean, I could go and they might have different ones.
Oh, well, I was looking online. I might order something.
That's a smart idea.
Yeah, you know.
Don't just do with what you got in front of you. Look online. That's smart.
And then I need to figure out what kind of like thread to hold it. But I'm probably just gonna
twine.
Well, we don't have any. I don't think.
Well, we should get some because I'm wanting to use twine for Dad and Jack's Christmas presents.
So, anyways, I have that wall hanging. I also made a wall hanging for a pattern model. He's making some for Christmas presents, so we need to get some of those.
We're doing lots of wall hangings this year.
We have 3 of these long dowels, so that should be plenty for that.
Yeah.
But we need the end pieces and the threads.
The stuff to like fully finish.
Yeah.
Because that's now a thing I'm saying apparently.
So those are all my FFOs. Yay! Oh, and one more comment on this. So this was the piece I was doing 3 strands a week on Wednesdays for Wishy Wednesday cross stitch. So I'm thinking to still do 3 strands a week on an old project, because this was one of my oldest projects. So Jason's like, do the Cinderella piece, but I think I'm gonna wait till that one's the oldest piece before I make that one a weekly one and just have it be a monthly one. But it doesn't have to necessarily be the exact same piece every Wednesday, but I think I'm just gonna do a 3 strand into an old project on Wednesdays. We can call it Work in Progress Wednesday or Old Whips Wednesday or something.
Old Whip Wednesday. I like that. Old Whip Wednesday.
Okay.
Old Whip Wednesday.
I'll try to remember to use that hashtag. You can join if you want.
So she has another finish. It's not an FFO. It's just normal finish.
It's actually a start and finish too, because I started it since the last one.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, and let me find the place in here. So this is a pattern from CrossStitch and Country Crafts September, October 87.
That's the issue right after I was born defecated.
So these were the silhouette patterns, and I just used orts. And I didn't do the trees. I just did the animals.
So like all of them look like this. And whoever said bacon pig, I agree with you. Who was it? Do you remember?
Wrought iron something? I don't know.
I agree with you. That's what I said when I saw it. It's bacon pig.
So one thing I did do with this one is I was running out of space. So there's supposed to be one more. The green's supposed to go further, and there's supposed to be one more chick, but I just cut it off shorter because I was running out of fabric. And I'm probably just
no one would have known.
So I'm just gonna fully finish these in my CrossStitch journal.
But they look super cute.
But yeah, so I'm finished with that, and
you are now a little more ortless.
I'm a little more ortless, and I'm starting a new project for my orts.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. It's one of my starts. Yeah, it's this one. So it is this one right here. And this is from Just CrossStitch magazine.
This one.
This one. Christmas one. This year.
Right, but it's this one?
Mm-hmm.
And it's this? No.
No, it's the other side. And this is...
No. Yes? This?
Yeah.
That's huge!
Yeah.
This one?
Yes. It just looks small because it's a picture.
That's huge! Is this going to fit on here?
Yes, I measured.
You say so. Here's the start. She's getting it.
And this is on... Oh, the pattern's by My Big Toe Designs, Deborah Booth. And it's on tea-dyed Irish linen 28 count Lugana 2/2. I don't know if it's Lugana, but I don't know. Anyways, this is fabric I bought at Michael's, but it's slightly uneven. This piece I started over here, I was like, that is not exactly right. And those colors weren't working right. So I just abandoned that piece. But this piece, it's
looking good on it.
It's going to be an Ort piece. So even if it's not exactly square.
Perfect.
Yeah. It doesn't matter because it's just a for fun random piece. So I figured that was a good use for this fabric. Also this past weekend, I started...
That fits. Can't read it, but it fits.
St. Lucy's Light.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
This one right here.
And that one is by the Little Stitcher, Laura Rimula. And this is also in the Just CrossStitch Christmas 2020 order magazine. And so my church has what they call General Conference, where our leaders speak to us, and it's every 6 months. And I wanted something that was easy to work on. So after I finished some other projects that had easy stitching, I just started this piece because it's...
What? A red line and lots of a white big block? That's easy stitching? Yeah. What?
So it was a great thing to work on while I listened.
That's what I do.
So that's just on some blue fabric I got. I think I got it from...
That's Ada.
Yeah, it's Ada. 14 count Ada. I got it from like a Facebook person was selling stuff, and I went and got a bunch of her old stitching supplies. So I don't know exactly what it is. Just blue Ada.
And now on to your whips.
Yes. So Cinnamon Stars. I've been working on it some.
This Cinnamon Stars. Cinnamon Stars by Plum Street Samplers.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
And it's on 28 count mushroom.
28 count mushroom something.
Mushroom.
2/2 even weave.
Even weave. I guess just even weave.
It's looking so good, guys. So good.
So before I had the house and just a few of these stars, so I mean the insides of the stars aren't finished, but I have all these stars, and then all this down here I worked on. One thing, so I was just going to do all the colorful colors. I was just going to do colorful colors, but I ran into a problem with these pumpkins because this color is too brown for me. It doesn't look as brown in this picture, which you can't really see. So this was the colorful color. And this one, pumpkin's the colorful color. So I used...
Oh, I can scoot it up. Hold on.
So these two, I had some color in cotton that I'd used on a piece. It was just from a grab bag. It didn't have like an exact color. It was just a... one off. So I finished those pumpkins with the rest of I had of that floss. And then I have some other floss that I'm going to try for some of the other pumpkins and just...
Also, these are sunflowers. That's I was wondering what in the world those were.
Yeah, they don't have...
They're going to be sunflowers.
Yeah. And then I got the fence all done. So I'm having a lot of fun working on this. I don't think I'll finish it this year. I'm thinking to work on it for the rest of October and then put it away. But
it's so pretty.
It is so pretty. But I'm having a lot of fun working on it when I am not working on other things like model stitching. But that's that. That's the wrong spot.
That's okay. So the next thing that is her rips is Millie's Year, which is by Maria Diaz from CrossStitcher magazine, January 2019 insert on 14 count blue sky fabric hand-dyed Ada. Hashtag diversity and inclusion Sal. Hashtag representation matters Sal. Episode 58.
Oh, that was... Sometimes I put the episode I last done it in to find... So I can find the pictures when I'm doing things for my show notes on my blog.
Anyway, so it's this one here.
Yeah. But I was just...
Oh, did you not finish it?
I did finish it.
So why is it? Oh, because the whole thing's not finished. That's why it's a whip. Okay.
Yeah.
Karen just has. Oh no, you have 3 more to do.
1.
No. 1, 2, 3. Never mind. So 1 more to do.
Then the rest are Jason's.
Yep. Then it's my. Oh, then it's my turn.
I figure by the time once I finish, I will give him a year to start on his. And if he doesn't start it within a year, I will take over and do them.
But yes, so you have November left to do.
Yeah, so I figure in November I will stitch November's. So, and I'm taking basing them off friends and family, and so this one was based on my youngest sister.
So wait, should I base all mine off friends and family?
I think that'd be a great idea.
I've got to put a lot more thought into this. I'm not ready for this yet. Oh no. I'm excited for it, but heaven knows I'm not ready.
But, so yeah, these 2 are based off some cousins. That's based off a friend / Anne of Green Gables. That's based off a friend. And that one's based off my sister.
Hold it. I've got to start thinking.
So, and I'm including it in the diversity and inclusion cell because I'm changing faces and colors to be more representative. So, we'll see what Jason picks for his friends and family. But I've already decided who I'm going to do this last one after. It's going to be another cousin. So.
Well, I know 3 of them I'm going to do already.
Well, that's good.
Because obviously you, obviously Dorothy, obviously my mom.
Okay.
Because you already did your youngest sister for that one.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only other person I would think that would be very big. But my mom's really big into that month. So, yeah. That's how it's going to go.
Just making progress. And I didn't have these before, but I did the outlines for the last 3 months. So that's enough about that one.
Okay. So we're moving on because
you can be looking at those if you want. But.
Well, I'm going to need to, especially if I've got to start stitching it in December. Oh, I've got to finish my... Karen, you're putting me on a time schedule here. I don't like it.
Okay, how about starting... If you don't start it at all in...
You said you were going to give me a year.
Yeah, but I'll give it till after Christmas. So, like, all of 2021. If you don't start it at all in 2021.
I thought that's what you meant.
That's basically what I meant, yes.
Yeah. So we're good. Anyway, next whip.
So I'm just doing the girl in the center. And I'm thinking to include this in diversity inclusion style too and make her African American.
That would be so pretty.
Yeah, I thought so too. I also kind of want the sunshine stitches that we talked about using wool threads for the hair. And so I kind of want to try out wool thread and order some wool embroidery floss to try out for her hair.
This would be so pretty as a African American girl, I think.
I think so too. And I'm just using we need to pull out the stitch.
Oh, I need to put this back anyway.
Some Victorian model thread that I was given. And I'm just doing it cross country. I'm not doing it stitch by stitch because I just want this to be an easy, fun piece. So I just got a little bit more on her dress. It's a big dress. Took me a while. But it's just a fun stitch to work on. Now that I think about it, that could have been something I could have worked on while watching General Conference. But I didn't think of it, so
You got another start.
Yeah, I have another piece to work on too. Oh, and this one, I don't know if we said who this is by. And that was just on 14 count hand-eye data. It's by the Carriage Samplings. So, that is that piece.
Next is my whip.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't judge me. Please don't hate me. I will have to get more done now because Karen's putting me on time schedules. I worked a little bit more on Tribal Dragon by White Willow Stitching. I just filled in a little bit more on the wing.
Yeah.
Very little bit, but...
He finished the outline of this part and started...
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. It is not finished. Look, there is a hole right here. I'm not doing that yet because I know that whenever I go back in and start filling this in, this is just a straight line between those two, so I can fill it in easily. But it's technically not finished.
Okay, it's technically not finished, but it's mostly finished.
It's finished, yeah. I'm just being persnickety. Sorry, that my microphone probably didn't catch it up. Yeah, it's finished technically, but I'm just being persnickety. I love you, sweetheart.
I love you too.
Will you forgive me for being persnickety?
Of course. I'm persnickety too.
No, you're not. You're wonderful.
So, he made a little bit more progress on his.
I will make more progress on it between now and next video. I promise. Because I have to. Especially if I have to start thinking about, ow, that pricked me. That hurt. Sorry, I just got stabbed by a needle.
So,
I'm sure that hasn't happened to anybody who watches this.
As I mentioned, I've been working on model stitching, and I'm also trying to get some more things listed in my Etsy shop.
That's cute.
So, I got listed some needle minders. Some Halloween fall needle minders.
Where did you get this thing for the background?
It was in craft supplies I got from someone a long time ago.
That's a cute way to display those.
And I refound them when I was making these. So I pulled them out. But these are all in my Etsy shop. So if you're interested, go take a look. If not, that's cool. But I got them listed. There's this new thing where you can do videos, and I got one done for this one, but I didn't. The others I got listed, but I didn't get the videos done, and that's okay. Baby steps. Oh, our laundry's done. Actually, probably not. It probably needs more time, but.
Anyway, those got listed.
Did that. Been working on model stitching. So I ordered supplies. So I tried out this new place that I've been seeing about, Hobby House Needleworks. I don't know if you can see their card, but I'll have them linked below and in my show notes. But
hold on, let me try something real quick. Maybe it'll adjust it. Hold on. No, it's not gonna focus. Sorry guys, I tried.
But I wanted to get a copy of the Halloween issue of Just CrossStitch.
Cause it's got gorgeous stuff in it. Oh.
And then I also got some thread for model stitching. But it's got some great patterns. I don't know if there's any we can show real quick. It's been a couple weeks since we actually got it.
Well, one of the problems is I think a lot of these are on
the same page as the pattern.
But Karen really loves the owl on books because it's an owl on books.
Although I want to change the colors. I don't like the orangey colors of the owl, but I do like the owl on books.
I love a lot of their spiders. But,
and then
there's these cute ghost bookmarks. I love them, like Boo and then the ghosts. I love them. They're cute.
So that was fun to get. I ordered some supplies from CrossStitchSupplies.com, and they're stuck in the mail somewhere. They were supposed to arrive yesterday, and then I looked on the tracking, and it's like
it's USPS's fault. It's not CrossStitch.
No, she mailed it out quickly, as she always does. But it's lost in the mail somewhere. It's not lost. They know where it is. It's just not
more
here.
Cute stuff. Sorry, I should stop looking at cute stuff so I can listen to you.
So next time, that's more supplies for model stitching. I was realizing if I didn't have model stitching supplies, my haul would be a lot less than it is. Most of my haul, I feel like, is model stitching supplies, but that's okay.
We also got, but we'll show more.
We'll show it later
on another one. But a coworker of Karen's, who's a good friend, she gave us a bunch of cross stitching stuff in that group.
Yeah, she doesn't cross stitch anymore, so she gave me a bunch of her cross stitch supplies. So they're out in a tote, and we've kind of glanced through them, and there's some great things in there, but we just didn't feel like pulling it all out today. So
yeah,
next week.
It's a lot of stuff, and so
we figure we'll pick through some of our favorites and show you some of our favorites.
Well, I mean, next week if we don't have it, we'll have the
in 2
haul from Cross Stitching Supplies.
But that's
to
not
show.
that much. That's just some.
Yeah, so we might be able to show everything depending on how much we have.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yep.
But yeah.
But we got some of that this week, and we're not going to show it because it needs to air out because it's got a smell to it, and then we need to go through it more thoroughly. Yeah.
So, and then we had a giveaway last time, and Christina, she won this. She said she wanted that, and she's one of my model stitchers, so I have her address. I will get this to you, Christina.
Congratulations, and thank you for being a model stitcher. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. So the big project I'm working on.
And yes, we appreciate it because she appreciates it, and then she's happy because it's done, and then I can be happy that she's happy. So thank you.
Yeah, I have a big project that I'm working on getting out before the end of the year because that's my goal. And she's done a lot of the model stitching.
And it's almost done.
And it's getting there. It's getting there. So much more work still to do.
It's almost done.
I'll try to get out by the end of the year.
Sweetheart, across the entirety of what you're doing, it is like over 90% done.
Yes, but there's also lots of the admin part that I have to do, which is not as fun.
No, but you're almost there. It's good. It's good. And I can help you. It's all good. But anyway, thank you for all your support to everyone who entered. We will have more giveaways. We pretty much always have a giveaway.
Every other week.
Well, we have a giveaway, and then we announce the winner, and then we have a giveaway and announce the winner. So please tell your friends, have them subscribe so they know. And yeah, keep coming back. We love having you. We do read comments. She reads comments and then shares a lot of the more funny ones with me. Because it is more her channel than my channel. I'm just here because I love her.
Moral support. Honestly.
And I stitch some too.
Without him, I would not still be doing these. So.
And without her, I wouldn't be stitching. So
it works out.
It works out perfectly, yeah.
I think that's all for us today. Oh, no, the library books. Jason checked out some library books for me about samplers.
Yes. So.
And I will have these linked below if you want to go look into them on Amazon. So this is a gallery of American samplers, and then it's someone's collection, the Theodore K. Kapnek collection. So I've looked through these both a little bit, and then that one.
Samplers and Samplermakers. An American schoolgirl art, 1700 to 1850. By Mary Janae Edmonds.
So my favorite one is actually in the beginning of both of these books. It's a beautiful one. Yeah, sure. There's also other great ones, but this is my favorite from the book.
So it's got photos and historical information on different samplers from different time periods. It doesn't have the patterns, but it's just got pictures of the samplers.
And I'm not a huge sampler stitcher. And as I was looking at these, I was realizing part of it is I was reading about that one that I really liked, my favorite, and it was like talking about like meaning of some of the things that might be meaningful to her, or saying that like sometimes you don't know why someone put something in the sampler, but it might be meaningful to them. And I feel like that's what I would need I would need to design a sampler because I would need the parts to be meaningful to me in order for me to want to stitch it. Things might change. There's plenty of people who didn't stitch samplers before now do stitch samplers, but I'm not a huge sampler stitcher, but I still do appreciate these books and can find inspiration in them and learn and all that good stuff.
And it's really interesting to see the fabric and the stitching done in older time periods. Mm-hmm. So
there's one, I don't know if I can see it. It was stitched on this beautiful brown fabric. It was so pretty. Let me see if I can find it real quick to show you.
There's a lot more full page images than I thought.
Yeah, it's got a lot of pretty pictures. Oh, come on.
Yeah, it's about 4 or 5 more pages back, I think. I lied. It's a lot more pages back.
Oh, this is another one that I really liked.
Oh yeah, that one's pretty.
I think that's really cool.
And so some of these aren't actual like cross. That one is a cross stitch.
Embroidery or a mix of
embroidery and needlework.
Mm-hmm. It's in there somewhere. I know I saw it.
Is it in the other book?
No, it was in that one.
Come on, this one? Nope. Come on.
I probably skipped past it.
Probably. It's okay.
Well. There's pretty ones if you want to check it out from your library if your library has it, or If you really want to buy it, buy it. But it's really pretty. Lots of prettiness.
Or if your library can interlibrary loan it, we might be able to send it to you. For those who are in colleges or work in colleges or near colleges and can do interlibrary loan. But life updates.
Life's mostly been life as usual.
For me, there's been a big change, and it kind of goes in tandem with this. So I'm taking a Borges class. Jorge Luis Borges was an Argentine short story author. He also wrote poetry. But he was really big into metaphysics and the idea of infinity and eternal, like the eternal life of the soul and things like that. So he does a lot of playing with that and playing with mind games and things like that in his literature. It's really fun to read, especially when you read a bunch of it back to back and you start getting a lot of the symbolism. But anyway, so I've started writing a paper and delving deep into his thoughts and the interpretations of his thoughts. So much fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I've got a lot of books that I've checked out, a lot of stuff to read. So I'm busy with that.
I really wish I could
in tandem with everything else. So we're plugging along, doing a lot of stuff.
Sorry, I really want to find this to show you. I should have marked it beforehand.
Well, you can show it next time. Or take a picture and put it in the show notes.
I wouldn't feel comfortable taking a picture of the book.
Oh, well, yeah, because if you made a digital copy of it, and then put it up online, that can... Well, I mean, if you give credit...
I guess, but...
You could cite it.
Plus, most people don't look at show notes, I don't think. I've never looked to see.
Anyway, we should probably go because the timer's ticking down.
Wait, let me check. Maybe it was in the other one and I just don't remember correctly. I know.
I'm just sitting here like, we have like 2 minutes left on this my device.
That should be in this one.
It's 2 minutes left in this device, on my device. And I'm so worried that it's just going to get cut off.
Yeah.
If we do get cut off, happy stitching. And we love you and thank you. We're grateful for those who come and who watch and those who enjoy. We hope you do enjoy, and we hope you'll keep on coming back and that you'll comment below, like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff.
Okay, I think I'm gonna have to be defeated. I can't find it.
It's okay.
Sorry.
I love you. It's this one here on the back cover.
But thank you for watching. We really appreciate it, and we hope you have a good day, and happy stitching!
Happy stitching!
Bye.